What could I put in for x, girls, that would work in this inequality?
0.
0, what else?
Nothing. 1. No.
Actually, wait, you can't go anything like less
It's
than
just
zero.
zero.
Negative 2. Or no.
Okay, integers are not the only numbers you can use.
Oh, fractions?
0 to 0.99999.
Okay, from 0 approaching 1, everything before 1, what else?
Nothing. It just be 0 less than x less
What
than
x values would work right here?
0.5.
0.5.
0.25.
Okay, what else? Okay, what do the absolute values do?
And make it positive.
So what else should work?
No,
Okay, negative 0.5, negative 0.4, negative. Okay, so everything less than 1, right?
But anything greater.
And bigger than negative 1. So what it looks like is this.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we get to the problems, I always choose this. I should shake it up a little bit. So this is how a less than sets up. This stuff in here could be is less than 7, but it also has to be bigger than negative 7, just like this one. So this is how it sets up. Okay, it's between 7, just like x was between 1 and negative 1, this stuff has to be between 7 and negative 7. Do you guys remember how we solved this? It was like Friday or something. Remember how we solved this? Yeah, to all sides. Okay, yeah, you want to get x by itself in the middle of this. Okay, and then if we graphed it, it would be all the numbers between 2 and 5. Are we going to do this all year? How about let's make a deal. You don't say yeah, and I don't say anything about you know what.
We all know you're good. Hey, you can break your promise.
Okay, that's the deal.
We'll do it for you. Emily, say what?
And I won't mention any guys at all.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to just pick someone new.
I won't mention the real boyfriend either.
But the only person that's like the word yeah, right?
I hate
Nah,
this.
anything that's
Hey, Mr. Jordan
Not
made the
necessary.
deal. I didn't make the deal.
Okay, so yeah.
okay.
Bro,
If you change the word,
if
it
Emily
still
starts
counts.
using facts,
No, the deal is yeah.
No, I said anything that's not necessary.
What?
whoa, Mr. Jordan switched up the deal.
So anytime she does it, Mr. J, you get to crack the joke.
No,
If she messes up, you get to say it.
That's how you know I'm paying attention, because if I'm not saying it, so then you just talk to someone else.
Yeah.
Can't you just sit quietly and listen?
Oh.
All right. Still, you know the deal. All right.
Oh, right. It's the only word yeah though, so.
Okay. So that's how less than set up.
Yeah. That's wild.
How about this one? What could work for this one?
Greater than 2.
3.
Or
Anything
4,
greater than 2 or less than negative 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, which means negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6 work.
It'd be like
So
negative
numbers
2,
that are
less
greater than 2 work,
than 2.
and the numbers that are less than negative 2. So this is how greater than sets up. It could actually be bigger than that number, like 3, 4, 5, or it could be less than the opposite of that number. Okay, so if we have, whatever,
But
let's
couldn't
do,
it simplify to 2 less than x less than negative
that
2?
doesn't work, hold on. That doesn't matter. Huh?
Couldn't it simplify to 2 less than x less than negative 2?
Okay. This is,
Oh, that's in between, that's right.
also, this is nonsense, because this is saying x is greater than -2 and less than -2.
Oh.
So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This, if you write it like that, it means x is between -2 and 2. And this is the opposite, it's outside, it's bigger than -2 and less than -2. So it's kind of like, if you graphed it, it would be going off to the sides.
Crack a joke again. Every joke you could possibly be made has been made at this point, so. He's about to make it.
I'll do it right now.
So what's your boyfriend's name?
I don't have one.
Oh, so you guys did break up, didn't you?
Oh,
This your daughter doesn't joke.
take it. She's free game.
I said he's
Wasn't working.
Hey, you know I'm running hustle drill this year.
That's fine.
What is that?
Okay.
What the heck is that?
So basically, hustle drill is where somebody runs with a pad. It's a charge drill.
Oh, I like this.
So
Corey, you
I-
would cook.
I
love taking charges.
I get to run it this year.
I like charge drills. Bro, you're smaller than Logan.
Oh, I don't care. We're Logan when he's
All right. Anyways, so this is, guys, back, this is how greater than sets up. It's greater than that number, less than the opposite. So it's kind of like the equals one. 3x plus 5 is greater than 4, or 3x plus 5 is less than the opposite. So there's two things that switch. The greater than switches to less than, and the 4 switches to -4. Okay, got that? If it's a less than, it sets up between this number and its opposite. 7 and -7. Okay? If it's a greater than, you split it up into two. It's the or one. It's actually bigger than that, or it's less than the opposite of that. Okay?
Greater than, split it up. Less than, put it on the opposite. If it's greater than, it's too big, so there needs to be two of them.
Sure. Yes. Whatever helps you remember. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Okay. 1 through 4 are just graphing. So how does less than set up?
You put it on the other side.
You switch both. You do less and you make it.
So basically, you just put if there's 5 over here, you put a -5 over here. So it's -5. It's the one that's between.
Right. What do you do if it's greater than or equal to? Is this
Okay, if it's greater than or equals to, it would just be, you just keep the symbol. So if it had been greater than or equal to on this one, then these would have been or equal to.
So you just do -2 is greater than or equal to +2.
Okay, so we have to graph 1 through 4. So
Shoot.
x is between these two,
That's so stupid.
so you just connect the dots.
Right.
Genius. Bro, wait, it's running out. What's my shirt say? I'll wear it. It's me.
Alright.
There's a picture of Albert Einstein with his tongue sticking out.
Really? Where?
I don't know. You could Google it. It's like a
Wait,
kind
it's
of.
real?
It's a famous picture. Yeah.
There's a picture of him doing that.
He sticks his tongue out?
Sticking his
Oh, I've seen that.
sticking his tongue
What?
out.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
It's like a black, old
So
black.
crazy. See, I knew I liked
I
it.
thought I've seen it, but I thought it was Photoshop.
No, I think it's real.
It was actually me.
Why?
I'm Albert.
Okay, how does greater than set up?
You like.
It's the or. So no, that's less than.
That's fine.
Okay, less than is where it's on both sides. Greater than, it could be greater than that, or it could be less than the opposite. So what does that graph look like?
So,
Greater than, oh, notice it was greater than or equal to, so I made these equal to also. So greater than or equal to 2, or less than or equal to 2. So that's what those look like. I'm not gonna do 3 and 4
What? You're joking.
But you have to do 3.
because I did number 2.
But 3 still.
I wanted to do it greater than, so that's why I did number 2. Number 5.
What do you think?
Okay, I need somebody's help on this
I'll
one.
help you. Girl, I got you. Come on.
Stop saying girl.
Boy, I got you.
Probably shouldn't say that either.
Brother.
Skylar's got a list of
Lock it. Come on.
Okay, how does less than sit up, Skylar?
So basically what you're gonna do is 3x plus 4 is greater than 7, or 3x plus 4
No, that's greater than.
Oh, you put it on the
Skylar.
Greater.
Right.
greater than to negative
Okay.
7.
If it's less than, it's gonna be between.
Yes.
So there's gonna be a negative 7 over here,
Right.
less than or equal to 3x plus 4.
If it's greater than it's not between, it's
No.
also like it is between.
Yes. Greater than is like an or, and less than is between.
Why can't you not just do it the way that I did it? Like why can't you?
Okay, well, we kind of talked about it at the beginning when I talked
Oh,
about
well, I understand that.
this. Well, that's why it works
Oh,
like
it's
this.
just the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because this is between negative 1 and 1.
Right.
This is between negative 7 and 7.
Right.
So it just sets up the same. All right. So we're going to solve these.
You're so funny. Oh, I get it.
Your turn, Mr. James. You need to say something.
I didn't say that.
Last time I said something, it took us 3 minutes to get that.
I didn't say the word I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, what's negative 11? What's negative 11 divided by 3?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like 11 thirds.
Negative 11 thirds.
What?
Whoops. Negative 11 divided by 3 is negative 11 thirds. And we did not have to graph the second section. Any questions on that?
It's just not
No.
hot.
No, just give me a second. I wrote it all down wrong.
No, go back.
You can do it yourself.
What did you say?
7 and x plus 2. Okay, do you guys remember yesterday when we had something else? Let's go this way. Corey, when we had something outside the absolute value, what did we do about that? Yeah, we moved it over to get the absolute value by itself. Oh shoot, I forgot to talk about the weird ones.
Guess we gotta skip them.
Do you guys remember the weird ones from yesterday?
Yes. Weird
Like-
ones. No, Sam.
Some of you said you got it wrong.
Oh.
It's like number 8.
Oh, yep.
Okay,
I got that.
what's wrong with this?
It's
You
not.
can't have negative inside.
No solution.
Okay, absolute value has to be positive, so this is not possible. Okay, the same thing happens with a less than symbol, because is it possible for a positive to be less than a negative?
No.
This is no solution also. But what if I change that?
Yes.
Okay, not only is it possible,
But it most
All real numbers.
it will always work. Because positive is always bigger than negative, no matter what I put in for x. So this would be all real numbers. Shh, hush. We're never gonna get through this if you guys giggle the whole time. Okay. Anyway, does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is all real numbers, and if you flip it around, that's no solution. Because positive is always greater than a negative, all real numbers. It's never less than. So, Corey, what would this be?
No solution.
No solution. This is impossible. Cannot have a positive less than a negative. So no solution, that's simple.
There's actually a couple like that too.
There's 2 of them on the odds and 2 on the evens. There's like,
Wait, I only see one on the. I have 8 with the
what, do you have the answers in front of you?
No.
Oh, well, some of them you have to like move stuff over first.
I because I'm better thing.
Okay, Emily, on number 9, what should we do first, do you think?
Get the, subtract 2y.
No.
Oh.
Okay, it's in the absolute value, so you should simplify that. Put it together.
Oh, no, you add 2y.
Right. So 4y plus 2y becomes 6y. So you guys don't need to copy the problem down. You can like do that. You can do that in your head.
Right.
Okay.
Yo, wait,
Now-
was that
Number 5 was a less than,
So it can be 2 together.
and a 9 is a greater than. Emily, do you remember how greater than set up?
Or
Yes.
6y minus 8 is greater than 8, or 6y minus 8 is greater than negative 8, or less than?
Wait, what?
Less
That's
than,
what I
yes.
write it in front.
No, that's what.
That's less than silly.
So the first one is kind of a copy, right?
Uh-huh.
And the second one, these two things switch.
Right.
And then after that, it's basic algebra. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit.
Speaking of Mr. Jordan. Oh.
Technical difficulties. You guys know what 16 divided by 6 is? 8 thirds. It doesn't divide, but it does reduce. Both these are divisible by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas this one is just a 0.
Right.
What are you talking about, Julie? Get out of my face right now. Do not look at me. Do not look at me.
Okay, Whitley, what should we do first on 11?
Wait, can we write it down?
No, just tell me.
You can add, no, yeah, add 3x.
8x plus 3x is 11x minus 9. Alright, this is another greater than, so it's
We're gonna do the or statement.
like Emily's, yeah.
Right.
So what do I do?
11x minus 9 is greater than or equal to 13, or 11x minus 9 is less than, did you still put equal to?
Yep,
Equal to, negative 13.
okay, that's right. Alright, here we go.
Whoa. Mr. Jordan. Skylar, sit down. I'm sorry, no, I actually did my lens. It needs to be switched a little bit.
Bro. Skylar, is that how you stand behind the cash register?
What?
That's
I don't remember
wild.
why.
No, you were at Temple Weeks though?
Yeah.
You can still stand behind the.
No, this is how I stand when I'm talking. What can I get you?
If you need to stand up, I don't really care because nobody's behind you.
Why does it look bad? Oh my goodness.
Actually, Drew used to do that all the time, especially in middle school. Like
Yes, my legs hurt.
he couldn't, I don't know, he just couldn't sit still that long, I guess, so he would stand up and work.
That's literally.
That would actually help me.
Well, couldn't reach a paper barrel. This is like when he's in middle
I
school.
can
Okay, watch me cook.
You like can reach his paper, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jordan, look away.
You like what? Like this. Yeah. Try this.
Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that.
I'm sorry, I had to.
All right,
So do you want to
number
stand up like Emily to me?
No, I'm good.
number
Just
13.
like your
13 is a less than. So
This is actually a lot more. My turn.
Wyatt, do you know how to
At the moment, no.
set up less than? All right, Timothy.
No.
So 15. Oh wait, you can do -1 is greater less than 5x over 2 minus 5
that, do you have to put the brackets back or?
No, so I dropped the absolute value because I'm kind of interpreting what it means down here. So you don't need the absolute value anymore. Okay, so plus 5. This part might confuse you, I don't know. The other class kind of figured it out, but what should we do about this?
I mean, you can just divide by 5.5.
Multiply by 2.
Yeah, you could divide by 5 halves, like think of it like a fraction.
Oh, yeah.
Or you
let's
could
not do that.
you could multiply by 2 and divide by 5. I'm gonna do the long way because it's a little bit easier to show it.
It's definitely easy.
It is an extra step though.
That's fun.
Not okay.
Nobody except Timmy.
I'm really glad you're not our class last year.
I know, I was kind of disappointed. My class last year was very subpar.
Dude, our class was bomb.
It was,
I liked her.
I loved our class last
I
year.
didn't have like Timmy.
Except
You loved it last year?
I
My only
Except
person
for
on class
Joe
was Ethan and
Chamber.
Clay.
That was last year.
No, but like,
Junior
place.
At like the second
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
it's
The beginning of it was like the Whitley in that little
I
corner
don't
boy
know.
joke.
What?
I know, we're not the worst.
That was what-
That was actually that was basketball season. Oh shoot, never mind then.
We should text her.
I like the night.
It's okay, so
you like spending time
It goes, picture goes all the way down without me falling.
Okay, Eli, what should we do? Shh. What should we do first on 15?
On 15, you should, since it's less than, you can make it 5 less than.
No, what should we do first?
Oh, simplify.
So 0.5x minus 0.8x is negative 0.3x.
Yeah.
I have a valid question.
Okay.
Skylar, is it
You
actually
actually might think
valid?
I'm a little dumb for it. But, well, actually, it's on 17, you'll answer it, so I'll ask you.
All right, how does less than set up? Eli?
Negative 5, less than or equal to all of that stuff, less than or equal to 5.
Okay,
Wait, Skylar, you can sing.
Wait, Skylar.
because there is a decimal in this problem, the book put the answer in decimal form, like repeating decimal stuff. It's easier for me to do fractions though, so I'm gonna stick with fractions.
And since we're dividing by -0.3, will that change the signs?
Yes. So, you guys remember on less thans and greater thans, if you divide by a negative, the inequalities are gonna switch. So divide by negative 0.3,
And it's gonna do greater than or equal to.
26.666.
Right.
Wait, I have a question.
so these are gonna switch, yeah.
If it's absolute value, why would it be negative?
Huh?
If there's a negative inside the absolute value,
Okay,
you have to do
x can be
it.
negative, but what comes out in the end eventually will be positive. X can still be negative.
You don't know that.
Okay, this, if you multiply by 10, this is 80 over 3. So that's how I thought of it. And this is 20 over 3.
You can join Emily's little wall group.
Okay, girls, sit down.
You lost standing for the I was actually having fun.
All right, 17. Let's see, Gianna, what should we do first on 17?
You can add the 2.
Right, add the 2 over
And then simplify the x's.
and put the x's together. 7x minus 10x is negative 3x.
Oh, now this is my question.
And then she said, add the 2 over, so it'll be,
Wait,
positive
you
two.
passed my question.
what?
So whenever you combine 7x and 10x, do you do 7 minus negative 10, or do you do 7 minus 10?
Okay, the first minus is talking about the 12, so you ignore that one. But the second minus is talking about the 10x. So I did 7x minus 10x.
Oh.
And notice the 12 is still a minus 12. I didn't really touch that minus.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see where we. Oh, Gianna, how does greater than set up?
It sets up as an or, so negative 3x minus 12 is greater than 2, or negative 3x minus 12 is less than negative 2. And then you solve.
Solve separately.
Each little separate.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, we're dividing by negative 3's on this one. So,
And inequality switches.
inequalities are switching.
Bro, Skylar, get your dog off Gianna.
I don't want to hear this, like, sticky.
Your dog don't need to be barked. Your dogs don't need to be barked like a great thing.
Okay,
Too
Eli.
far.
That was too far.
Eli, I can't believe you'd say that.
I just Jordan was thinking.
I
But he kept it to himself.
That's what you're supposed to do. Never mind.
Guys, imagine I actually had trauma in elementary one before. Let's.
Even if you had trouble,
Oh.
we still make fun of you for it.
That's good. It's a good thing you don't have trouble.
How do you know she doesn't have trouble?
Good thing.
What are you saying?
Not that I don't really care, but Gianna for sure cares. What?
Yeah, Gina actually does care about my
Ew.
That's a funny joke, Shelly.
Gianna's your name. Okay, last one. And we're ending on a good one because
Is it easier or harder?
No, wait, it's all real numbers.
Oh, real numbers! Yay!
okay, what makes Skylar, do you know what makes this one a weird one?
Oh yeah, because it's a negative.
Right. Was this is this all real numbers or no solution?
All numbers.
Yeah. Positive greater than negative, yes, every time. So all real numbers.
So not only is a G.
So we don't really have to solve
What
this.
a good problem.
Okay, there's one of each on the evens as well.
Like when we say and then like
One all real
Hey,
numbers,
Emily, is it
one
fine
no
if I
solution.
steal Timmy from you?
It's because one time